Hey neighbor, and welcome back to the Residue and Return Readathon. We know that our prompt trace can sound like a deep dive into traditional history, and if that's your vibe, that's awesome. But for those of you who are looking to explore art, science, or creativity, this video is your mini guidebook. We're breaking down this trace prompt into 5 totally flexible alternate paths. The key is still following the thread of a concept to its core. Path 1. Tracing the line. Art, maps, and drawing. This is for the creatives. Instead of tracing a historical timeline, you're tracing a physical line. Reading suggestion 1. The art of drawing. Read a book that teaches you a skill, like a step-by-step guide to sketching, figure drawing, or calligraphy. You're tracing the method, the technique, and the craft. Reading suggestion 2. Cartography. Maps are all about tracing paths. Read a book about map making, wayfinding, or the philosophy of navigation. Look at books like How to Lie with Maps or Maphead. You're tracing lines on a page and what they represent. Path 2. Tracing the data. Science and forensics. The scientists and true crime fans will love this one. Trace here means following evidence or a sequence of events to a conclusion. Reading suggestion 3. Forensics or diagnostics. Read a book about a crime scene investigation or a medical diagnosis. The author is literally tracing a chain of evidence, DNA, or symptoms to solve a modern-day puzzle. Reading suggestion 4. Process tracing. Look for books that analyze a complex system, like how a piece of software gets coded, how a complex scientific experiment is structured, or how an epidemic is tracked from patient 0. Path 3. Tracing the root, language and ideas. If you love words, then this one's for you. You're tracing an idea or a word back to its origin in concept, not just time. Reading suggestion 5. Etymology. Pick up a book on word origins. Why do we call a disaster a disaster? You're tracing the linguistic path of that single word. Reading suggestion 6. Philosophy or theory. Choose a book that introduces a major philosophical concept like existentialism or deconstruction, and trace how that core idea breaks down and applies to different aspects of modern life. Path 4. Tracing the body. Anatomy and movement. For our biology, fitness, and health readers, let's trace the amazing systems inside of us. Reading suggestion 7. Anatomy and physiology. Read a book that maps out the intricate workings of the human body. You're tracing the circulatory system, the nervous system, or the mechanics of a specific muscle group. Reading suggestion 8. Genetics. Read a book that explores the concept of DNA and heredity, tracing the genetic pathway of a trait or mutation through a population or species. See, the trace prompt is incredibly versatile. Whether you're drawing a picture, mapping a trail, or following a neural pathway, you're fulfilling this prompt beautifully. Now, tell us in the comments below, which of these 5 non-history paths are you going to trace for your Residue and Return Readathon book? Don't forget to use our main hashtag, Residue and Return, and check out the other prompt suggestion videos coming soon from both Readeropolis and MAD Hoydenish XYZ. Happy tracing, and we'll see you in the next one.